Okay, this is the start of the Python course. Now, all of you, well, I'm assuming anyway, that everybody here has had Scratch. Now, if you haven't, there's a whole mess of videos that you can look at that will get you through Scratch and so forth. But as one of the things we did at the end, we talked about how there are really 7 pieces to any computer language. The language has to perform something in these areas, and it has to, and of course have to do it very precisely. So what I thought I would do is just do a quickie review of how this happened in Scratch. And if you remember back in Explore, and I'm just going to bring this over here a little bit, and I don't know if you remember Explore, but when we click the flag, the cat bounced around and so forth, and when it ran into the ball or target, you got a hello, and that was, everybody built this. Now if you look at the thing, there's no input-output. Forget number 1 right now, but we have names. Remember, we had this step, and let's go through this logic really quickly. Okay, first you click the flag, you get the setup. And the setup comes over here, and this setup thing is called a custom block, which we will call a function. That happens to be reuse. That's number 6. And we did a bunch of things there. Came through, did set the size, moved X to the corner back here, moved the sprite. Remember, we're working with this sprite. And then we pointed it in a direction, so it was slightly upward. And then we set a rotation style. It would flip left and right. And these are just little things that these sprites can do in Scratch. And then we set this variable step to 5. Now, in this forever loop, which went about, I think it's 30 times a second, we would move this many steps. And then there was another function, which happened to be a systems function, which says if you hit the edge, you bounce. And that worked just fine. And each time through, we kept testing to see if we were touching this target, which we called it the second sprite. And if we were touching, we then said, hey, let's say hello for a couple of seconds. Now, also, we had another sprite, which had its own code, and we didn't break these into custom blocks because it was so simple, but this is really the setup here. And then we had this thing which moved, and this is exactly, what's going on. Now, the only thing we missed is we didn't do number 1, the input-output, but we did all of the others. And I thought, just to show you how we could have done input-output, it's pretty simple. In Scratch, you have this thing called ask. So you can put ask, and we could say enter value for step. Okay. And then what happens is you get an answer. So what we would do is take out the set, stick the ask in here, and stick this answer, which is really another variable, here. And now let's move this over so you can see the whole thing. And we push the flag, and the first thing it will say is enter value for step. Now, of course, the target's moving around. It's just doing its own thing. So let's put 5 in here, and then when we hit the return, the cat moves just like it did before. So if we had done this, we would have done all 7 things, even in the Explorer. And again, input, output, names, things like step, sequential, that's just sort of given. That's the way computers work. We do one thing, then the next, and the next. And then we have the if-then-else thing. Now, we didn't really have if-then-else. That was another block we could have used, but we did have the if. And if the if wasn't satisfied, it just went on to the next thing. And we had loops. We have actually one. It was a forever loop here. And then we had the reuse, which is the custom blocks. And then we had events, which would be anything like clicking the flag. It could be, I was going to say a telephone ring. I hope it doesn't during this recording. And anything we did with keyboards. So this is just a real quick review for Scratch, and then we will move right on to showing how these 7 things are done in Python.